So recently, I've been playing a little bit of Warframe in my spare time, and all this time I was preparing for the largest quest in the whole game, the New War. I cleaned the whole star chart, I built a railjack, I even gathered enough resources and materials to build a necromech, the mecha for your ninja space robot. Very cool. So this grind wasn't really interesting, it wasn't fun for sure, I didn't like it. But after all, the necromech was ready to be built in my forge. That meant I needed to wait 72 fucking hours, and I already did every single piece of content I was interested in. What a fucking tragedy. But luckily for me, DE relatively recently added a whole new game mode to the game. Ooh, the Duviri So, what the fuck is a Duviri Paradox? It's a brand new game experience composed of your standard Warframe activities, like turn your foes into a crème brûlée, but nerfed and power creep to oblivion at the same time. Also, you are playing as a human now. Drifter, previously available only as a preparatory skin, now a brand new melee-based character with his own combat shtick. You need to roll, you need to parry, you need to aim lock, and it's pathetic to like Primate, you need to use your horse to make an open world traversal a little bit less of a sleep simulator. Wow, it's just like my favorite RPG. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Duviri can be played at any time. First-time players could choose it immediately after the first launch of the game, after you completed the hour-long story campaign about emotions, escapism, or something, I don't know. You'll be able to choose one of 3 main game modes. It's a gauntlet of standard Warframe missions like defense, excavation, extermination. You complete the objective, you choose one of power-up decrease, you go to the next objective. Decrees are selected randomly, and just like tiny comrade communists, they are weak alone but strong in synergies. For example, decrease that gives you auras at frost enemies, and decrease that gives you more damage on the frosted enemies. I drove them both, and my monkey brain produced enough dopamine that I don't have to think how sad my existence is. Monkey did fucking nothing. And yet, Monkey got the juice. Here's another fun synergy. Increased damage after each shot and increased fire rate after each shot. Makes your gun go
Ghetto blaster.
But makes your ammo pool really empty. Circuit is honestly the best new player experience in the whole game. Firstly, you need to choose one of randomly selected warframes, most of which you don't have yourself. Then you need to choose your primary, secondary and melee weapons, most of which you don't have yourself. Congratulations, you are ready to play. The best part is that all weapons and frames are fully leveled and molded, so they are absurdly stronger than everything you will have in your arsenal in the main game until 50 or so hours, and the modding itself being objectively the bane of every single new player. And if you don't like what you picked, guess what? Just end the mission, start a new one and pick something else without waiting a whole day to craft a new weapon. Playing Circuit you gain XP to unlock Warframe parts, modes, arcanes and some other shit new player could struggle to get. And if you are a big boy and unlock the Steel Pass, you can get some of the most broken weapons in the whole game. Yes, I installed my Incarnate parts on a regular board, and no, I'm not gonna waste 120 platinum for a prime one. Do a couple objectives as Drifter, draw a decree, do one objective as Warframe, draw another decree, then do it again, and again, and again. Drifter's missions are diverse, they vary from passive find 3 objects, pick lock a chest to more extreme ones, like genocide. Drifter's combat is mixed, it really depends on what weapon you're using. I found out that heavier weapons feel shittier because there are no particular impacts that you expect from a fucking mace. After completing all of the objectives, you unlock the Warframe fight. I guess I can say it's fun, at least cinematic. Firstly, you need to fly to the worm on your horse while throwing circle in the balls. Then you need to climb it. After that you need to take control of the worm and breathe in those pillars. And only then the actual boss fight begins. So, you need... Oh cool, I just killed the Worm. The last game mode of the Duviri Paradox is the Duviri Expirience. It's the lone story but with side objectives so you can earn extra buffs for Drifter. It's fun to do all the activities, collect 50 or more decrees and earn every single possible power up, but only once or twice. I would recommend speedrunning every run as fast as you can to gain as much total loot as possible. Talking about speedrunning, the majority of side hustles are basically your main objective but repurposed. But there are also some shit I never saw in old story. For example, a sitar minigame and this tabletop minigame against a fucking rabbit. Again, those side activities are there only to make you a little bit stronger. But why should you get a little bit stronger? 2 reasons. First, this portal, you need 7 decree to enter, and the mission itself is a little bit harder. Reward, some F-tier arcane. Second reason, Kullervo, the poster boy of Duviri Paradox, the main star of 7 War Crimes of Kullervo update. Kullervo is second British Warframe that came to the game, after that fat fucking Brexit geezer. You fight him a couple of times, you get him in game. The boss fight itself is really fucking good. Obviously, it's a ripoff of God of War Valkyrs, but who cares? His ass is fat and tanky, so you are motivated to learn parries, to farm him quicker. His animations are great, and all in all, Kullervo is really good. But should you spend like 6 hours farming him yourself? Nah, it wasn't really fun. But I did it. So, let's finally craft... Вот блять.